What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Q&A. This is my very first Q&A. I've never done one before, so I don't really know how they go, but I'm going to do my best to basically just answer questions in the most uncut way possible. I got a lot more questions than I actually thought I was going to get, so I really appreciate that. Anyone that asked me the question, thank you, I really appreciate it. And I've basically picked my top 10. Now the questions that I've picked are based on a bodybuilding level, but as well they're on a personal level and quite a sentimental level, because a lot of the emails that I've been getting lately off you guys are quite personal, and I feel like you've put yourself on that personal level with me, and I feel like I'm at that stage now where I can put myself on that level with you. So with that being said, let's get right into the Q&A. Question 1 by one British 13 is, how long have you been working out for? I've currently been working out for almost 3 years. I started June 2013 and it's almost June 2016, so been doing this for 3 years now, constantly, about 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. There was a point where I worked out every single day for, it must have been 50 days straight, because I just loved it that much and I just carried on. And it got to the point where my body, I started to get a bit of wrist pain, a bit of knee pain, so I needed that 1 day off a week to repair. But yeah, 3 years basically. Question number 2 by Retax Magic. What made you start bodybuilding? I guess it's always been something that I've always wanted to do. Ever since the age of 8 years old, I've always been interested and fascinated with the male physique and being able to enhance it in a certain way. Because I'll tell you a story. When I was in year 2, I must have been how old are you in year 2? 8 years old, 7 years old. But the teacher was having a go at me about something, and to kind of show how angry I was, I was facing away from the teacher. My hand was in my arm, and I was tensing my bicep to show him that I was angry. I was trying to reflect on my emotion by tensing my arm. Now that indicated to me that from that young age, I was always obsessed with just being bigger, just being bigger, and just wanting to have muscle. So ever since that age, and ever since the age of 8 years old, I was at my nan's house, my uncle, and he had a straight bar, and I was always doing curls with it. I always wanted to know what protein he take. I always wanted to have a protein shake, but I wasn't really allowed until I was 16. But yeah, I've always wanted to do bodybuilding. I feel it's nothing made me want to do it. I just feel I was born to do it. I feel I was born for this. But yeah, basically, I've just always wanted to do it. Question number 3 by Kai Trappel. What do you think the best age is to start lifting? Personally, I started at 16 years old. And the reason being is because I always wanted to do bodybuilding from such a young age, but I wasn't allowed because my mom didn't let me join the gym until I was 16 years old, because she knew a bit about fitness herself. She knew about bones bending and your growth being stunted and stuff, and not forming properly, because muscles work against the bones while they're trying to form. But I did everything that I could to do with gym up until the age of 16 years old. So basically from the age of 8 years old to 12 years old, I did taekwondo. From the age of 12 years old to 15, I did boxing. And then from 15 to 16, I sprinted. And then from 16 years old, as soon as I hit 16, I joined the gym. For the past 3 years, I've been I'm 19 now. The past 3 years I've been going to the gym. So personally, I think the best sort of age to start lifting is about 16, because you kind of fully developed in a way. You don't stop developing until the age of 21. But yeah, 16 years old. It's when I started. I didn't really have any health deficiencies because of it. It didn't affect me in a bad way. So yeah, 16 years old. Okay, question number 4 is by Leon Grench, and that's, why didn't you try intermittent fasting for your cut? The way I found out about intermittent fasting was by this guy called Gregory O'Gallagher. Now he owns this plan, this website called Kino Body, and it presses intermittent fasting. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's what I know about it. It's basically starving yourself for as long as you can throughout the day and hitting your macros within 1 or 2 meals. Have a big meal around dinner time. So starve yourself until 6 o'clock. Don't eat anything all day. Suppress the hunger with black coffee, sparkling water and stuff. Things that are quite carbonated. The reason I didn't try this is because I don't really not know a lot about it to believe it. If it really worked, wouldn't have Arnold done it, or the physique guys, or wouldn't they do that? I don't believe in it. That's why I didn't try it. I'm not a fan of starving myself anyway. I love food way too much to starve myself, so forget that. I'm never gonna be trying intermittent fasting. If I ever need to drastically lose weight, I'd do more cardio and just eat less carbs. Never gonna try that. Question number 5 by Callum Farrington. Have you ever considered steroids? Well, I've never considered steroids. I've been asked a lot if I'm on steroids, but I've never considered them. From the age of 16 years old, I always set a standard, always set a goal, and that was, I want to compete naturally. I want to see where I can get on stage naturally. That's been my goal since the very start. Nothing has broken that. People have come to me and said, do you want this? Do you want this? People have even used pictures of me as like sales point, for examples, for selling steroids. This guy, I'm not going to name any names, but basically they went to a team of people that work in a company that's right near me. They basically turned him away. But his sales point for that, he was like, yeah, look at this picture of this guy called Brandon Harding. I sell to him. This is what you can look like if you take steroids. And I was just like, I messaged this guy on Facebook. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't use me as a sales point. Like, I've never taken anything. I don't want you to like wreck that reputation. I mean, I don't really care what people think about me. I mean, if you think I'm on steroids and you think I have ever done that, then you know what? That is based on your own insecurity and not actually knowing what it's like to work hard in the gym. Like, you don't need steroids. You just need food and a good work ethic. Like, you need to kill every single workout if you want to make any change. You need to force the body to grow. You need to put that body in a state that it doesn't want to be in. So it's like, oh, I was just put through all this pain and all this stress. I don't want to be put through that again. So I'm going to grow, so I'm ready for it next time. You need to put your body in that position every single day to be able to change your body. If you really wanted to change that body, you could. Like, you don't need that. So no, I've never considered steroids. I don't think I'm ever going to do steroids. And if I do steroids, I will tell you about it. Like, I'm not going to be one of these like fake natural guys that preach that they're not on steroids when they actually are. 90 to 95% of the bodybuilding industry is on steroids. Like, whole of the IFBB, NABA, all of them guys, like, they're all on it. And I want to try and press the fact that you don't need to do it. And if I've been able to do what I've done, not that what I've done is an amazing thing, but if I can do what I've done naturally, then there's no reason why you can't. Like, you don't need that. If I didn't need it, you don't need it. I have fought for every single millimeter, every single centimeter. I fought for everything that I have. And I'm not going to degrade that hard work by then going on steroids, because then you set a standard. Then, like, if as soon as you're on it, people think that, oh, you got there because of that. When that's not the case. Like, I put the work in. And yeah, honestly, have you ever considered steroids? No. Question number 6. Have you ever considered strength training or powerlifting? Now, I love lifting heavy. I love going to the gym. I love lifting heavy. I'll always try to get a 1 rep max out. Now I'm on prep, I can't really do that. Like, I need to hit around, like, if I want to go heavy, I need to try and still hit that 6 rep mark. I mean, I don't do it to be able to deadlift 7 plates. I don't do this to be able to like bench press 4 plates. It's not what I'm doing it for. Like, I don't get a buzz from that. It's good to lift heavy and it's good to like get your angst out and to like get everything, all the stress that you've been through in the day, to get it out in that 1 rep, to just collect all your emotion that you've collected over a short period of time and just like let it out once a day. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever do that. I mean, it doesn't really appeal to me. So question number 7 is by Alejandro Cure, and that's, how do you stay motivated in the gym? The way I stay motivated in the gym is by constantly reminding myself why I started and where I've come from and the emotions that I was feeling before I did start. Now, this is what I looked like when I first started, and in 3 years, this is where I've come. Now, I look at this beginning picture and I think, okay, I never want to look like this again. I used to look in the mirror, man. I mean, yeah, I was pretty like lean. I looked like a sprinter, like sort of like someone that did sport, but I was disgusted at my own reflection. I was so scrawny, I was so small, and I hated it. And I wanted to feel big. I wanted to feel big walking through the door. I wanted to feel massive sitting on the toilet in the morning. I just wanted to be big, all big every single day, just huge. And I'm still not at that point, but I'm getting closer to that every single day, and I never want to be like that again. And constantly finding motivation, I always look at people that I want to look like. Like, a lot of people look up to Arnold. Personally, I look up to Kai Green. Not because of his story, like he came from nothing and he fought for all this stuff. It's just I love his philosophy, and he's not about just the lifting heavy. He's more about the mindset, and I kind of relate to that a lot more because I feel like I'm more of a mindful, sort of open-minded person over just like really wanting to look good. I don't go to the gym to just like stare at myself in the mirror like a lot of people and just like flex my biceps and be like, oh yeah, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good. It's not about that. It's more about like self-mastery and like self-completion, and just like the whole overview of like the spiritual thing about bodybuilding. Like, I don't really just go in the gym to like just be like, oh yeah, I'm big. Like, that's not what it's about. Like, so like as far as being motivated, keeping yourself motivated, remember where you started, find a motivation, find someone to look up to. When you go to the gym and you have a good workout, it releases certain endorphins in the mind that make you a happier person the next day. So if that's not motivation enough, I don't know what is, because who wouldn't want to be a happier person all the time? That's enough motivation for me. The things I've collected over the years to motivate me are enough. And honestly now, as far as motivation goes, I don't even feel like I need to be motivated. Going to the gym, prep my food is almost like second nature. Like, I don't feel like I need to be motivated to do that anymore. It's also like second nature. It's just who I am now. It's become who I am. So yeah. Okay, question number 8 is by Dream Chaser, and that is, what is your overall goal? What do you want to achieve? Okay, my overall goal in life is to be successful in whatever area of life I apply myself to. So like if I apply myself to YouTube, I want to be successful in YouTube. If I apply myself to being a brain surgeon, I'd want to be successful in that. Just to be successful in whatever I want. I want to be able to provide for a family. I'm putting 110% effort into YouTube now, so I want to be successful in it. What success is for YouTube, I don't know. I don't know what success is. People that have 500,000 subscribers don't yet feel successful. People that have 2 million subscribers don't yet feel successful. So as far as YouTube success goes, I don't think there is success. I mean, PewDiePie, the guy's got like 46 million subscribers. He's successful. Okay, so we're on to the final 2 questions now, but my battery's about to die, so I need to be fast. Jordan Harewood, yeah. Are you still with your girlfriend? Me and Brittany, we are not together anymore for reasons that like don't really matter that much, but like an overview of it, the distance got to us and we were arguing about things that didn't really matter, and we kind of decided that we needed to concentrate on our current situations before we could concentrate on each other. Like, I wasn't ready to commit to a relationship, honestly, with a girl that lives 4,500 miles away. I mean, she lives in Boston, I live in like Bromsgrove, like Birmingham, and that's 4,500 miles between us. And it was amazing while it lasted, and honestly I've lived more because of her in the past year of my life than I have in my entire life. She enabled me to travel the world, because I had to go to America to see her, I had to go to Madrid, and we went everywhere in between. So the videos will still be on YouTube, they're still memories, they're still going to be there, but no, we are not together anymore. Alright, so the final question by Jack Parfit: who inspired you? Who inspired me? I guess the person that inspires me is my mum. She has done so much for me and continues to just do so much for me, like by like helping with my diet, prep my food, keep me motivated. I've never spoke about my past. I've never spoke about where I've come from, anything in my past. I've never put that on YouTube, because it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. But like I said, I'm gonna be personal. Like, you put yourself on this level, some personal level with me, so I'm gonna do that for you. When I grew up, me and my mum, we didn't have anything. She actually would starve herself when I was in my early years of being born, to just be able to feed me, just so I could grow up properly, just to grow up to be someone more than just an AI drifting through life. Like, she believed in me, she did it for me, she sacrificed so much, she put herself through so much pain, so I would turn out to be someone special, and basically to just not waste what she did, to so she knows that all the hard work that she put in with me wasn't for nothing. Like, she inspires me. My mom inspires me. So that's it for the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video and if you learned a bit from this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.